So I've been here for almost 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's longer than I've held any job in my life.
We do different games from the 60s to the 80s, from Let's Make a Deal, Match Game, Wheel of Fortune, The Price is Right.
We have volunteers who have been here for close to 30 years.
Wow. Older than me.
Yeah.
Everybody gather, Mauka to Makai. We gotta take a good look inside. Keiki and Kupuna, time for Helemai. We work together so we can rise. Local business, non-profits too, doing their best for me and you. We're gonna celebrate the ones who make Hawaiʻi great. It's Elevate 808.
Aloha and welcome to Elevate 808, where we shine a light on the small businesses and nonprofits that make Hawaii feel like home. Today we're exploring an organization that's been quietly changing lives across Oahu since 1939, Lanakila Pacific. Think meals, jobs, and community all rolled into one aloha-filled mission. This kitchen is immaculate, by the way.
Oh, you heard that? Your kitchen is immaculate. Good job, bro. Everything we do is about the mission and mission driven. When you go into the kitchen, you will see our mission in full effect. And what we do here at Lanakila is simply put, we work with individuals with disabilities. Life coaching, job training, employment is what you'll see in there.
Our mission, we live it in our work every day. And I know other nonprofits say you live the mission, but we literally have individuals with disabilities on our workforce. They are half of our entire team. They work alongside of us. They help us to reach our goals. They help us, to create our environment, and they help us to train others.
When you say people with disabilities, like we make assumptions of what that is, but for what you've seen and who you serve, what are examples of the types of disabilities?
Most recently, it's really developmental or intellectual challenges. It is evolving a little. We have a lot of participants who are on the autism spectrum. And I guess my message is, we're not just here for that. If you have any challenges related to disability, we are here to help you find work or find your independence or build your independence.
This is going to be going to Don Quixote.
Oh, okay.
So they're one of our biggest clients there.
Minus this one.
Minus that one. We like to look at very repetitive motions and work. So, something as simple as putting on a sticker or glazing, it's a I guess rudimentary or just repetitive type of behavior that they can easily mimic. And it's good for job training. It exposes them to baking goods. In fact, they do everything here, from washing dishes to mixing the food that we serve in our kapuna meals. They do all of that.
I love that because a lot of times we would just assume like, oh, you guys made like a specific job for them to do in the corner kind of thing.
Yeah.
You got them going from
No, they do
whole
everything.
guy.
In fact, the kitchen would stop functioning if they didn't work. One of our biggest sellers right now is actually this one. It's the everything cookie. It's super thin. I don't know if you can catch how thin it is. It's extremely good. Oh my God, I can't.
What are some of the
Flour.
No, I mean
Butter. I'm not gonna give you my secret. So where we are now is the only area that's actually open to the public. Aside from that, it's a closed off facility, but it is our cafeteria. Here in this cafeteria, we serve breakfast, we have lunch specials. Once the food is served here, that's kind of the final stage in its life cycle. What happens next is we do these what we call quick meals.
Yeah.
A good 1 to 2 pounds of food here for $3.
Wow. And this is like, so I grew up on TV dinners.
Exactly.
Like Hungry Man. But this is like actual like healthy.
Yeah,
like,
this is a
like
healthy
real
Hungry
food,
Man. Yeah. The majority of all of our food, number one is cooked from scratch. The cherry on the top is that 80% of all of our vegetables that we feature in all of our meals, whether it be for school meals or Meals on Wheels, 80% of that is vegetables that come from local farmers.
Wow. And that's a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, it's a lot. We average
a lot of
about 300 to 400 pounds a day.
Oh my
just for the
gosh,
vegetables.
a day.
Yeah, so we have great partners, Sumida Farms, Kunia Farms, Kuha Farms. They deliver every week. And yeah, we feature those things inside there. Every morning at 6 in the morning, the team here starts packing up all of our meals. The chefs, they come in the early mornings and they prepare all the foods that we do. So right now we're doing a chopped version of the meal that we have for today. But as you can see, it's kind of going down this assembly line. They use these biocompostable products that we have. It gets sealed at the end, a nice heat seal here. Then it goes into those brown containers and then straight out the door for delivery. We do Meals on Wheels. We're one of the largest food distributors in the state for Meals on Wheels. We also do a huge number of pre-K schools and preschools that we do. And then during the summer is one of our busiest times where we're doing what they call the bridge portion from the spring to the fall between the school years. Coming from a very corporate background, where all they care about is what did you do for me?
The bottom line.
Exactly. To come here and at the end of the day, it's about how can we help blah 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 get an eye appointment. You know, let's help them find the right bus route. It's so much more rewarding. And then you add the food and how the food can contribute to the mission. We feel blessed, honestly, every single day coming through here and walking through these doors.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I gave me chicken skin. Oh,
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah.
Lanakila Meals on Wheels is a huge program that includes home delivered meals, congregate dining sites where people come on the weekdays, they get a meal and they participate in programs. So it could be exercising, it could be hearing a speaker, it could be just socializing, bingo. I know they love bingo.
So what time do you usually start your day?
So the team starts at 6:30 in the morning, and they start the process of getting all of the bags out of the freezer, out of the refrigerator, getting all of the racks together. So one van is already loaded. So these are refrigerated vans that go out into the community. The volunteers meet the team at the shuttle stop. They have their own individual bags that they pick up. The bags are packed with frozen meals and cold side packs.
1, 2, 3. Oh shit!
You know, we want to stay on that side.
1, 2, 3. Woo! Coming in hot. This thing probably weighs like 1,000 pounds. 50 pounds a bag. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. They probably would have done it way faster if I wasn't here. So.
Gary is heading out, so he's actually going to go to 2 shuttle stops today. So he's stopping both in Mililani and in Watewa. So it's to make sure that they're going out across islands.
Yeah.
So because he's going to 2 stops, he has to get on the road as quickly as possible so that the volunteers can pick up at the first location, he can get to the second location, and then distribute to the volunteers there.
And this
so
is
that all of the clients are getting
Woo.
Yeah. Well, so the shuttles go to different locations every day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we do have shuttles going out most days of the week. So we have, like I said, about 150 volunteers.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them are actually retirees who are looking for a way to stay active, contribute to the community. So active seniors are helping homebound seniors, which is really a nice thing to think about. So the meals are prepared in our kitchen, and then they are brought over here. And then there's a whole separate team of volunteers who is helping us to lay out the food, bag the food, and then put them into the bags.
Wow.
So it's a continuous production.
Yeah.
So I'll pass this to you.
Okay.
So it's just 2 fruit cups. You can choose whatever, but we just generally stack it.
How did you even start getting involved here?
I saw it on the news, actually.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I found out, and I just inquired. So I've been doing this not too long, for 2 years now.
Off the top of your head, who do you think has been a volunteer the longest? Like how many years has one of your longest standing volunteers been working here?
Oh, we have volunteers who have been here for close to 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Older than me.
Yeah. For longer than some of our other volunteers have been alive, right?
Yeah.
So we have the full gamut.
So we're going to visit 2 seniors. Craig and Cheryl. They're wonderful seniors. We're gonna give them some meals and make sure that they're okay. We're gonna check in how they're doing and make sure that they get the nutrition that they need, which takes like a nice hour and a half to deliver. And it's usually all in the same area so that they're not driving all over, right? All the stops are kind of close to each other.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Craig. We're here to deliver meals to you.
I love working with seniors. I love talking to seniors. So I feel like I've always had a heart for seniors.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to do this.
Something you might not know, it's just me and my wife Jamie behind this show, sharing Hawaii's real stories with support from Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. But during these difficult times, we've been covering much of the cost ourselves to keep the show going. If you believe these stories deserve to be seen and celebrated, we invite you to join us. Visit our website to see how your support can help us continue sharing the good happening in our communities. Lanakila Pacific helps people with cognitive or physical disabilities thrive in the workplace. Through job readiness classes, hands-on training, and one-on-one coaching, their programs help people with different abilities discover their strengths, land that first job, and show the world what they can do. What was the program like that got you to where you're at now?
I took formal job classes here, and eventually they did paid work experience with me at Bishop Museum and then over here. So after I came back from a family trip to China, I was able to be brought on full-time. It's been nice to know that, or to get further proof that I'm able to stand on my own 2 feet through the paid work experience program, and then also getting hired. It shows to me, myself, like, this is something I can do, and I can build out my resume with this.
This is the kind of the metaphor that we sort of came up with years ago about like where everyone stands in the processes of bringing in participants and then where they go and all that stuff. So some start on first base, some start on second base, some even maybe on third when we meet them, and they just need a little push towards the end or something like that, right? So everyone's on the playing field.
Yeah.
And the idea is to, get to home plate, right? And to competitive integrated employment, meaningful work where you're getting paid. You may have to work on communication and etiquette in the workplace, and before you get to interviewing and resumes, and then maybe an internship, and then But the idea is that you're always trying to work to home, and it doesn't have to be a full-time position, 40 hours a week. It could be some part-time work, but it really, through that process, we get to see who those individuals are and then try to match what makes them go. This is the class of 2023. This person works at a fancy food land, and you already met him. So he came through this program, he started in custom products, and now he's our admin assistant.
I'm Brian Polosan. I'm the admin assistant of Lanakila Pacific for Employment Services and Adult Day Health. I do a lot of admin work from spreadsheets to checking attendance, as well as Adult Day Health with the run reports and handy vans, and hosting Adult Day Health game. Each week on Wednesdays, most Wednesdays, we do different games from the 60s to the 80s, from Let's Make a Deal, Match Game, Wheel of Fortune, The Price is Right. And we invite some of our Lanakila staff to take part as our panelists for Match Game, which make our participants laugh.
Each individual is an individual. What they can achieve, what they want to achieve, what they're willing to do is different. So if you look at a group and think, okay, we're all gonna learn this and everyone's gonna progress, you're gonna fail. You need to be able to individualize to some extent within even a classroom, and you'll see people blossom.
The formula sort of is just meet the person, figure out what their attributes are, who they are, discover whatever you can about them, then explore, right? Just last year, we placed 33 individuals in competitive integrated employment. We work with Hawaiian Railway, we're at Camp Palihua, 5 different Goodwills. There's restaurants in there, high-end restaurants. There's Mariposa in there, there's Podmore, Senya. we're out in farms, so we have a placement at Kulo, a ranch, sort of baking, and then there's working at a credit union.
Has there been any stories or experiences that kind of stand out to you where it was like, that was really cool?
That's such a hard one because there's so many, and I
bet, yeah.
There's one guy that we started working with, and he was in custodial services and he's blind. And so that was kind of where we started with him. We started to learn a little bit about him, and that he likes to work with equipment at home and cars and things like that. So we're trying to find something that might be a good fit for him for the summer, for this like a paid internship kind of thing we call work-based learning. And so we found Hawaiian Railway. And so he started painting benches, cutting wood, doing all these things, and we were just like, go, like be safe, but like we're watching, but go and like show us what you can't do, right? And he started working on machinery. He started, he was able to work on the line. Some of it by sight, some of it by just like hearing, working on the track and things like that, but by feel. And he ended up being the asset that we were talking about, right? And he got hired there, and he's been there ever since. And he calls it his dream job. And
We're trying to convince an employer to hire someone with a disability, one person. But really, we're modeling it with 50 or 100, So if we can do it and be successful, which I believe we are, any employer can be, and give a person with a disability a chance.
It's like I haven't really known community support until I was a student and a worker here, because everyone actually treats you like you're human despite any troubles you might be having. It's just really wonderful to know there's like a support network here.
Yeah.
Are you a reporter?
Nah, just a curious, nosy guy.
I like that.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I like.
Well, I'll let you get back to your writings, but thanks for letting me.
Thank you
check
very
it
much.
out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nolan.
Lanakila Pacific helps individuals with challenges build independence. And independence is the key. Whatever is independent for them.
This is our classroom for Lanakila Teaching and Learning Center. So we have 2 facilities here at Bachelot and one in Wahiawa. And every participant here has their own individualized personal goals that they set for themselves, and our team helps them to achieve them. And it could be a variety of things. It could be from just personal hygiene and all the way to something as complicated as money management or maybe even some business skills.
Oh, wow.
The spectrum varies. Everyone here is learning to not only achieve their own personal goals, but learning to engage with others. They do a lot of excursions to acclimate into the community.
For Lanakila Pacific, part of building independence is creating real opportunities to shine. Through food services, custom printing, and even commercial grounds maintenance, their social enterprises give graduates the chance to put their skills to work while helping sustain the programs for the next groups coming up.
The thing about our social enterprises, though, 75% of the direct labor workforce needs to have a significant disability. So that just means they can't find or keep a job independently for now. So our job is to really get them to the place where if they wanted to find their own job in the community, they could. We don't want our team to leave, but it is a happy time when folks graduate out and find work in the community.
So this is the part of your facilities that I was most excited about, because in my previous life, I used to be in the screen printing and custom products. I can't wait for you to tell me about all that you guys do here.
Here at Custom Products, we do screen printing, embroidery, and this new machine that we got called the DTF printer. It creates a film that we can apply to almost any fabric in full color print, just like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The beauty of this is that you can do like small runs, because that's always the problem for a lot of people, was that like in order for you to get custom printed something, you have to order like
a minimum.
Yeah, hundreds of them. But yeah,
our minimum here is actually just 12.
That's awesome. How's this coming along, guys?
Going good.
You happy with how it's
Yeah. Embroidery is kind of, at times it is kind of complicated. The most hard part is puff. It's really intricate, and you can run into a lot of trouble, especially with puff.
That's like kind of like more like that three-dimensional thicker one.
Yeah.
So how long have you been working here?
I've been working here. I started as a trainee in August of 2012, so I've been here for almost 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's longer than I've held any job in my life.
I started off as a trainee here. They had that program where you would come here to learn job experience while also getting paid. And then eventually I just got hired here.
The newest, greatest thing, the DTF. This is so satisfying. It's like almost like an ASMR kind of thing.
And then just press it down. We'll just get the air hose.
Yeah. Favorite. That's so neat because it went. You would think it's gonna be this square block because it was printed on this square. How did that happen? Can I touch it? Yeah. Big mahalo to the amazing staff and participants at Lanakila Pacific. Hey, and don't forget to check them out the next time you need catering or custom shirts. Every single order helps power their incredible programs. Well, this wraps up our first season of Elevate 808, and we are so grateful to all of the guests who trusted us to share their stories. We'll be back in a few weeks with season 2 of Here in Hawaii, but until then, you can still hang out with us on YouTube and Instagram. Mahalo for watching. Ahui ho.
So we help supply a lot of the food here for those summer programs. All across the island, everywhere across the island.
That's huge.
It's huge. Our number is almost double during the summer because of this. There's a serious need for food for the kids, especially those kids that sometimes only get their only meal from the school system. Yeah. All the DOE sites are open, meaning you don't have to be part of their summer program to come in for lunch or breakfast.
Yeah, I would never have known that.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if they even know that.
No, not, I mean, we have big 8-foot banners in front of the schools. That's all we're kind of limited to without really having to invest money in it. Yeah, I mean, you can be across the street as long as you're a child under 18 and under. You can come in and get free food.
Then you throw it through this gigantic drying rack thingy bob.
Yeah, we just call it the dryer.
Okay.
Get it all the way around,
Ready?
though.
And do I say like big money, big money, big money?
Okay. 60, not bad. $6,000. That's pretty
Wow.
good. Love others. Love what you do. That's the reason of being happy here.